YouTube, what's good? Welcome back to a new vlog. I know it's dark in here. I know I look rough. It is the morning. It is Saturday, January 31st. It's about to be 9 o'clock. I've been up for a few hours, but just been in the bed, thinking, just thinking about how I want the day to look like, how I want the weekend to look like. And I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and bring out the vlog. Let me just take the vlog with me on the weekend. So this might be a weekend vlog. This might be a daily vlog. This might be a week's worth of footage for the vlog. I'm really not sure yet. But I said, you know what, man? Like, let me just show y'all what I'll be up to since I haven't posted long form content in a minute. I am just getting ready for my book club meeting right now. If y'all don't know, I have a weekly book club meeting every Saturday with me and some of my brothers from back home in California. If y'all didn't know, I'm originally from Sacramento, California, but I lived in San Diego, California for like 5-6 years as well. So these are my brothers from back in San Diego. They're a little bit older than me. One of them is a pastor. The other one is a few years older than me, but they're both married, kids, men of God, and just great role models and, just good leaders for me to follow. And so right now we're reading a book called The Men We Need. It's kind of a spiritual book, kind of a religious book, but has a lot of good messages just as far as just how we can improve as men. Although I don't have kids, although I'm not married, it's still a good book for me to read just to, be able to have some of the habits that, the habits and characteristics that it's important to have as a man. So I'm about to just get caught up, get prepared for this meeting, and I'll probably share a little bit about what I read in this chapter. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed today's video. It should be cool, and I'll tap in with y'all in a little bit. Peace. Alright, y'all, so I actually just had to come outside real quick. I don't know if y'all could see, but it's actually low-key snowing outside. They said we might get some snow today, but I'm here thinking y'all cap, like it always says it's finna snow, but it never actually snows. But we got snow out here. I really don't know if y'all could see it on camera. I plan to go to the gym after my book club, and I'm really hoping they don't shut the gym down. I highly doubt it's gonna be a lot of snow. I'll tap in with y'all maybe when, we actually start to get real snow. So maybe my book club is about an hour, so maybe after my book club is up, like, y'all will be able to actually see it. Y'all can't really see too much on camera actually, but we getting some flurries. And if you live in Georgia or just the South in general, we usually don't get snow like that. I know back home in Charlotte, well, I guess my old home back in Charlotte, it's been snowing out there. It's been cold. We had our first winter storm last week. It was dumb cold here, but we didn't get any snow or anything like that. So it's interesting to see, how it's gonna look today. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and just show y'all real quick because I don't know how long it's gonna last. I don't even think y'all can see anything, but it is fake snowing out here. We getting some flurries, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm gonna go back in the crib, get ready for this book club, and I'll tap in with y'all in a little bit.
Hey Al, how you doing, brother?
Good morning, fellas. I'm doing good. How y'all doing today?
Doing well. This chat, Lord, we love you so much, and we just give you praise. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Good chapters, man. The first one kind of remind me of, coming from background about, holiness and emotionalism, But this was good. I like what Brent was talking about. And then the other one too about knowledge. So, yeah, Alex, man, well, what stood out to you in these chapters, man? The first one, again, about the emotion thing, and what stood out to you, if anything, or any questions or thoughts?
Yeah, it was a good chapter, and I'm glad he kind of touched on it because it's something I've kind of always struggled with is, always feeling emotionally connected or there with God. At times I've wondered, like, dang, like, am I missing something? Am I doing something wrong? And this was just a good reminder that, it doesn't mean that you're missing something or you're doing something wrong, But at the end of the day, I just love how he also talked about the discipline factor because it kind of goes hand in hand because you can be feeling high or be feeling close to God or be feeling the spirit inside of you, and so you do move a certain way, but eventually, once those emotions, once those feelings subside, you can kind of go back to doing maybe what you're doing in the past. So that was just a good reminder for me to just make sure, okay, regardless of how I'm feeling, whether I feel some type of emotional connection or feeling inside of me or not, I still need to be moving the right way. And I also liked how he touched on, also what does it mean to be a Christian man, or what does it mean to move by faith. He talked about the importance of just, forgiving other people, or praying for people who, forgiving people basically, whether they did you wrong in the past, or whether, it's somebody that you haven't seen eye to eye with. Just a reminder that us as Christians, we need to not only pray for our loved ones, but also forgive as well.
Different people move in different ways. So I thought it was important that he mentioned that does not, it doesn't diminish or it doesn't define your spirituality, one way or the other. You could be that person, that's lifting your hands on Sunday and then just acting a fool Monday through Saturday. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely goes both ways. So I thought it was very important that he mentioned, like, that's something that doesn't define, like, who you are as a Christian. It's more about, your actual acts of service and your spirituality.
Hey, did y'all see Shador got into the Pro Bowl? I thought that was pretty funny.
What was that about? I saw that.
Yeah, bro.
It's
my son was laughing like, what the heck? Prayer request, guys. Anything we can be praying for going into this weekend? Al, you start, buddy. Anything for you?
Same for me. Just praying to hopefully get a tenant in the crib. We did lower the price about a week ago, so hoping that can get us some more hits. And then also really just continuing to stay patient, bro. Just, not giving up on my faith or getting frustrated, when things aren't turning around as quick as I want it to, or I'm still not seeing the progress the way I want it to. So just pray for patience, bro. That's the biggest thing for me. What's good, family? Just finished up the book club. Got a couple of clips for y'all so y'all can see that. We try to just read a quick 2 chapters. We'll discuss the 2 chapters that we read in the book. So this was another good chapter, just talking about the importance of, moving the right way with Christ, moving the right way with God, just staying disciplined even when, emotionally you're not always there. Part of being a disciple is indeed being disciplined. And that can go into so many different areas, just as far as being disciplined, just staying up on your prayer, even when you don't feel like it, to even being disciplined and just remembering to do things for other people or to pray for other people. And that's one of the biggest things I've been working on myself, is just praying for, like, my prayer list is so long now, as far as me just praying over other people from my past, people who I don't speak to on a regular basis, people who even have hurt me before, or maybe I've really just been trying to pray over them, just whatever struggles they're going through, and just, try my best to not just think about myself, especially in the season that I'm in right now personally. So it was just a good reminder for me just to continue to move the right way, even when I'm not always feeling the best or feeling the spirit inside of me, still move the way I need to move on a regular basis and not fall into, just bad worldly habits. And nobody's perfect, so I know I'm gonna mess up at times, but just try my best to do the right thing. So I am about to go to the gym. Hopefully the gym is open. It is still snowing a little bit outside, but it's nothing too crazy, so I feel like we should be cool. So I will tap in with y'all when I get to the gym. Peace. What's good, family? I'm back at the crib right now, about to eat me some chicken and rice. I keep everything super basic when it comes to my meals for food. I typically just eat like chicken and rice, throw in some broccoli. I'm trying to get better with my veggies, but usually like chicken and rice, salmon and rice, or like some ground beef and rice. I keep it pretty simple, bro. But it gets the job done for me. But the gym was cool. Took a little bit longer than expected just because I had to record the clips for my YouTube short, and I had to record clips for this vlog as well. So it took me a minute, but I had a good chest day, got some abs, got some cardio in, and we're making some good progress with the physique. I'm really proud of how the physique is coming along, and I feel like maybe in another 3 to 6 months I'll really have it where I want it to be. Right now the biggest things I'm working on is, for one, my legs. I'm putting a lot of emphasis in my legs and just trying to grow them more. And then also just continuing to get the V-taper with my upper body. So, just continuing to work on my abs, get my abs a little bit stronger, shed a little bit of fat that I still have around my waist, and also working to, strengthen my back, get my back more wider as well. But the fitness journey has been great. I would say for the past month and a half, my workouts have been really, really good. I'm not even gonna lie. I would say I eat healthy probably 90% of the time, 85 to 90% of the time, but on the weekends, at least one day, I do like to have like some type of snack or some type of meal that's not the healthiest. And lately, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, my kick is ice cream. I am an ice cream demon, especially on Saturdays and Sundays, because I'm not gonna lie, that's usually when like my brain is just going off the most. I don't know what it is about weekends, bro, but like when you have no social life, like being alone on the weekends just hits 10 times harder. So sometimes I'll just eat me some ice cream and just watch some basketball, and then I'll go to sleep. Like I'll be going to sleep dumb early. Like it'll be 8 o'clock and I'm just like, bro, I'm ready to go to bed, and I'll just go lay down. Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing how I don't even want to talk about my life right now. I'll probably get into that a little bit later in this vlog. But yeah, let me go ahead and get this food ready. My camera is about to die, so I'm gonna charge that, but I will tap in with y'all in a little bit. Peace. All right, y'all, so I know it don't look the best, but this is what we got. We got some rice, chicken, and yeah, this should fill us up at least for a little bit. What's good, family? I hope it's not weird seeing me in this POV. I feel like an angel right now. I'm not gonna lie. I got the white do-rag on, the beater on, white background. I'm in the bathroom right now. This is pretty much the best place in the crib for lighting. And I was like, let me go ahead and talk to the vlog just in the bathroom real quick, since I just finished eating, got out the shower. I'm pretty much done with my day. I'm probably gonna go ahead and get some deep work done for probably an hour or two. I am currently taking a cybersecurity course, trying to see if that's a career path I might want to transition in. So I'm starting small. I'm just taking the Google cyber certificate program course thing. I forget the actual name of it. And then I'm gonna, after that, I'm probably going to actually start preparing to take my CompTIA Security Plus exam, which is a certificate that would at least be able to get me into some entry-level roles into IT. I'm just trying to figure out, what path I want to go in my life, just career-wise. I'm somebody who's big on stability, and my life for the past probably 1.5 to 2 years now has been anything but that. And I'm just trying to figure out how I can get my life back on track the way I want it to be. So that's part of the reasons why the uploads aren't really happening on this channel anymore. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what it is that I'm trying to do with my life in general. I love content. I love YouTube. YouTube will always be my first love. I've been making videos since 2017, I want to say. This channel actually used to be a basketball channel, for those who don't know. I was always big just into basketball. I wanted to be a sports journalist, and so I just used to make like basketball recap videos on here.
And then slowly down the road, I slowly transitioned just more into vlogs because, those views did a little bit better than the basketball content did. And yeah, but a lot of the reasons to get back to where I started that I don't really upload anymore is just trying to just figure out my life. I've been going through a lot of different transitions back to back to back. And if I'm being honest with y'all, the confidence has not really been there. Confidence has been something I've always really struggled with just as a kid. And I found myself once I ended up getting my life together, I found myself just being a lot more confident in myself, a lot more, just proud of myself and proud of the man that I have become. And, just over the past few years, just with some of the things not working out the way I had wanted it to, I think just having to start from the bottom again, start from the ground again and work my way up, I think it's just kind of a little bit embarrassing. I'm gonna just come out and say it. I'm kind of embarrassed, y'all. I'm gonna just keep it a stack. I'm trying to choose my words wisely in this video because I want to leave a lot of what's happened in my past just in the past. But I will just say it's been a little, I don't want to be extreme with some of the things I'm about to say, but it's just been a little hard for me to just enjoy life and find joy. Ooh, see, this is why I don't record no more, because I can see myself getting emotional. But it's just been hard for me to just find purpose in life. I'm trying to not be extreme. I know that can kind of be seen as an extreme word. I think for me, I've just been dealing with a lot of disappointment. Just, I have big dreams. Big dreams for myself, big dreams for my life, and a life that I saw for myself. And it's not to say that those dreams won't come true and those things won't happen. I've just, been hit with some roadblocks that have kind of detoured me from achieving the certain outcomes that I want in life. And because of that, it's just caused me to kind of just isolate myself from the world. I'm not on social media anymore. If you're not my best friends back in California, the chances of you getting in contact with me is really, really low. Kind of just been just in the cut. I moved. Right now I live literally in the middle of nowhere. I'm being honest with y'all. There's really not much to do in the city that I live in. And I'm just preparing for the next 12 to 18 months to really just be, the rebuild phase in my life so I can get back to living the life that I had set out for myself originally. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really vlog because other than going to the gym and there's not really much content for me to give you guys at the moment. I would love to come back to YouTube. I just really want to, for one, be in the right headspace, but also, this channel was meant to be an inspirational channel, a motivational channel, a channel for people just like me who maybe were doubted as a kid or overlooked, and just show that you could thrive and be successful in any area of your life. And I feel like I kind of start to get away from that, just with a lot of the personal things that I was going through in life. I just feel like I kind of got away from the basis of what this channel was actually made for. So yeah, I'm gonna try to force myself to just put out content, if I'm being honest with y'all, just because I do feel a lot better when I am posting content. It just feels like I'm pouring back into the world and just giving something out into the world that, can stick around for years. And also I can look back myself and see just how much I grew from, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever the case may be. So I will, try to figure out how I can come back and post more. And when I do post, I just want it to be, educational. I want it to be motivational. I want it to be inspirational, and just truly authentic. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I really want to come on here and there's a lot more I kind of want to say if I'm being honest, but I just feel like it's probably not the time for me to speak on certain things going on. So I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah, man. I'll just kind of to recap, because I know I kind of blabbered a lot and said a lot without really going anywhere. I've just kind of lost, I'm just trying to find myself, I guess you could say. I'm really just trying to find myself right now, rebuild my identity, and really just kind of rebuild my ego, I guess. And I mean that in a healthy way. I just kind of don't really know. I don't want to say I don't know who I am anymore, but it's more so like I'm just trying to, I guess, just rebuild myself and rebuild my identity and figure out who Alex as a 32, almost 33-year-old is. And I feel like once I kind of figure out who that person is in more detail, it's probably going to be a lot easier for me to make these videos. But yeah, I feel like I said a lot of nothing, if I'm being honest. This isn't easy, me just trying to tell y'all really what's been going on without telling y'all what's going on. But yeah, I'm here, I'm alive. The videos at some point will be coming out more consistently. And yeah, I don't really think I have too much else going on for the night. It's already almost 6 o'clock. So I'm just probably gonna study and yeah, I think I said earlier today that I'll be going to bed around like 8:30, and I'm not gonna lie, I'd dead be sleep at 8:30. So I'm a grandpa, so I'm gonna probably go ahead and do that. If anything else does come up, I will make sure I vlog. Otherwise, I may see y'all tomorrow. I may just end the vlog here. So if I do end the vlog here, I do appreciate y'all tuning in. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.